Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Major cruise companies operating in Alaska are bypassing the popular Tracy Arm fjord this season, a favored destination known for its steep mountains, waterfalls, and calving glaciers. This decision follows a massive landslide on August 10, 2025, near the South Sawyer Glacier, which generated a tsunami and left the surrounding slopes unstable. No ships were present, and no injuries were reported, but kayakers in the area were impacted. Scientists from the U.S. Geological Survey confirmed the area remains hazardous, with continued rockfall expected. Cruise lines like Holland America, Carnival, and Royal Caribbean are redirecting their vessels to Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier as an alternative, a route already used when Tracy Arm conditions were unsafe. Travel agents note that while Endicott Arm is still beautiful, it's just not the same as Tracy Arm for many tourists. This report is from the Canadian Press. Al Jazeera reports that Pakistani Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has called on the United States and Iran to respect and uphold their existing ceasefire agreement. His appeal comes after peace talks between the two nations, aimed at ending the ongoing conflict, concluded in Islamabad without a new deal. Pakistan had hosted these high-level discussions, emphasizing its role in seeking de-escalation between Washington and Tehran. The lack of a new agreement highlights the persistent challenges in securing a lasting peace between the U.S. and Iran. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto is scheduled to travel to Moscow this week for talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, a strategic visit confirmed by Foreign Affairs Minister Subianto. The discussions will address recent geopolitical dynamics and critical matters related to energy supply and security, particularly Indonesia's need for a stable oil supply. Prabowo stated that securing oil is crucial amid global distribution disruptions, such as those affecting the Strait of Hormuz. This will be President Prabowo's third visit to Russia since assuming office in 2025, following trips to St. Petersburg in June 2025 and Moscow last December. He also met Putin as president-elect in July 2024 to discuss regional stability. During previous engagements in 2025, both governments explored cooperation in new and renewable energy, as well as nuclear technology, with Putin expressing readiness to assist Indonesia in peaceful nuclear potential. This proactive diplomacy aims to maintain national economic stability. This news is from Antara. KBS World reports that South Korea's rail passenger numbers reached a record 42.11 million in the first quarter of the year, spanning from January to March. This represents a 2.1% increase compared to the same period a year earlier. According to data from Korea Railroad Corporation and SR Corporation, high-speed KTX trains alone carried 20.39 million passengers, marking the first time this figure surpassed 20 million in a first quarter. SRT ridership also saw a slight increase to 6.16 million, while KTX YAM usage surged by 23.5% to 2.8 million. Conventional train ridership, however, experienced a 2% slip to 12.76 million. The overall rise in rail demand is primarily attributed to the expansion of KTX and SRT services, coupled with a notable shift away from private car usage due to persistently high fuel prices, exacerbated by ongoing tensions in the Middle East. Analysts anticipate continued growth in rail demand as fuel costs are expected to remain elevated, even with a temporary ceasefire between the United States and Iran. Al Jazeera reports that Swiss musician to Athena recently staged a unique performance inside a cave within a melting glacier in the Alps. This artistic endeavor aimed to draw public attention to the rapidly accelerating ice loss in the region, a stark indicator of the ongoing climate crisis. Scientists studying the Morteratsch Glacier, where the performance took place, reveal alarming data. The glacier is currently shrinking by approximately 50 meters each year. Experts caution that the very cave used for the musicians' performance is unlikely to withstand another summer season as global temperatures continue to climb. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.